Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. I'm 1 week out from the Run Rabbit Run 100 mile ultra marathon. I just finished editing the Mount Massive video. It's on the channel right now. I'll put a link right here. And it's still got over an hour to export. So I thought I would just turn on the camera and share some of my thoughts leading up to the race. I don't really know what I'm gonna say, so all of this is just off the cuff. I feel pretty good. My training this year, I feel like it's been better than last year. As far as injuries, I really haven't had any sort of injury this year. I'm still dealing with plantar fasciitis, which sucks to my left foot, but no real injuries that sidelined me from training or had me stop or slow down or anything like that. I only got really sick once, and that was in May, right after I filmed the Mission Adventure race? Yeah, right after I filmed the Mission Adventure race. I really overdid it that weekend, and when I got back I got real sick and I took basically a week off running. That was really the only downtime I had. Yeah, I haven't been doing as much climbing this year, which is right now in the back of my mind spinning and worrying me a little bit. However, I have ran a couple hundred miles more than last year, so it's just, I think it's gonna even out. I don't know, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. Overall, I feel pretty good though. My legs feel pretty good, my body feels good. Only one thing is going on right now, and it's my back, in between my shoulder blades right here. I think I pulled a muscle or something. It was just a couple weeks ago, and it was the weirdest thing ever. I just kind of bent over to pick something up, and all of a sudden in between my shoulder blades, there's some sort of muscle right there. It just tightened up. I mean, I can't tell. I don't know if it tightened up or if I pulled it, because immediately it was just shooting pain right there. And then tried to stand up, and even right now, my neck, this is as far over this way as I can go. Turning my head like that kind of hurts. So that's super weird. It's not a running injury or anything like that. It's just I think I pulled something in my back. I don't know. That was 3 weeks ago, and it still hurts a lot. I've been doing different stuff with it. I've been trying to stretch. I've been trying to roll a roller on it. I've put a lacrosse ball back there and tried to loosen it up. I've put heat on it. I've put ice on it, and nothing is working. Yeah, that's the only problem that I have right now. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really confident. Every run I've gone on in the past 2 or 3 weeks has just been some of the best I can remember feeling while running, and I really feel strong. I feel good. All of that I feel, all of the confidence, all of the readiness that I feel, it still might not be enough. The amount of things that can go wrong in a 100-miler are so great, and in order to even just finish one of these, you have to have so much stuff going right for you. Going out to Leadville was just a huge blessing. It was just really good to go out there and just do 50 miles, even though it was kind of slow. We were out there 50 miles. I was out there for 17 hours. So obviously you're going slower than normal, but I went out there and I did 50 miles above 10,000 feet in Colorado. And even though it was slow, still putting those miles on the legs and getting that experience out there was just amazing. And so that really gave me a lot of confidence, but I don't know how I'm gonna react. This situation is gonna be a little bit different than Leadville, because Steamboat Springs is at 6,500 feet. And so I'm probably not gonna be able to get above 10,000 feet for more than maybe one time, one hike maybe, in the time leading up to the race. During the race, when I'm above 10,000 feet, I'm not gonna be used to it like I was in Leadville. So it's gonna be different. Am I worried? Yeah, I'm really worried. I've been doing this altitude kit. It's hypoxic, and it's been, I think it really helped for Leadville a lot. Basically put an ice block in here, seal it up, and then this end goes in your mouth, and you breathe in and out, and the air goes into the bag, and then you breathe it back out of the bag. This right here is a little release valve so that you can regulate how much actual room air you're getting with each breath. Typically I have it nearly shut all the way, maybe cracked a 1/16 of the way. It's not much at all. And then in here we've got soda lime, And what that does is when the air is passing through, it cleans out like carbon monoxide and stuff, or carbon dioxide, I don't know, cleans out something. You're breathing the same amount of air with every breath, but you're getting a lot less oxygen. And then I monitor my blood oxygen level. I did it for 2 weeks before Leadville, and it really helped a lot, and I'm doing it for another 2 weeks before this race. So this thing, I think it really works. Probably after the race, I'm gonna have a video go up about it, about how I built it and all the parts that you need to buy if you want to build your own. So that's been great. I've gotten a lot of confidence from that as well, because I think it really worked leading up to Leadville. So I'm doing it again for Run Rabbit Run. Hopefully it has the same or better effects. But yeah, pretty nervous about the altitude. I mean, it's coming from Indiana. It's just a totally different ball game up there. I mean, I know how it worked out in Leadville. Hopefully it works out in a similar way, because Leadville ended up going really well as far as the altitude and all that. Like, I didn't feel great for the first 3 or 4 days, but then I felt pretty normal during the race. It just like hit at that time. It just felt normal all of a sudden. Oh, so as I was filming this just came to the door. What do you think it is? It's new shoes. I got 2 new pairs of Olympus for the race. Both of them I got this color scheme. I really like it. I don't know if that's a little superstitious or not, but every single pair of Olympus I've ever owned have been the red color. Is that superstitious? Probably. I need to break these pairs in real quick. I'm nervous, but I'm also not nervous at the same time. It's really weird. Like this time last year, before Grindstone, I was absolutely freaking out. I was kind of ready to go do it. Like, I'm just ready to go out and be in the mountains. That's the most exciting part to me. Like, running 100 miles is cool. It's awesome. Like, it's a really big challenge. I'm gonna be really proud of it if I finish another 100 miler. But just the chance to be out in the mountains is the thing that I'm most excited about. My gosh, this still has 38 minutes to go. Maybe take a look at some of my training stuff on here. Okay, so we're in my training peaks right now. This is the performance management chart. What you can see here is this is from January 1st all the way to present day. Pink line is basically the effort that I've been putting out on every workout. The red dot is the TSS, so training stress score. The blue dots are the intensity factor. The yellow line is my recovery line. Basically, it's the TSB. This shaded blue area is my fitness. All of this is based off of your heart rate and pace. And I kind of messed up at the beginning of the year. I had the wrong threshold pace in there. It was a little bit too fast. I should have tested back here like in January or February and put in a real accurate number. But that said, this is probably a little bit lower than it should be, but it all has to do with the data that's put in and what it's judging your day-to-day efforts based off of. So all that said, you can see like throughout the year, it's a pretty steady trend line up. This is what I was talking about like in May when I got sick. And you can see what happens when you stop training. Your form line goes up and your fatigue line goes down. So that's what you want to happen when you're tapering. You want your fatigue line to go down and your form line to go up. And that has to do with just doing different types of workouts. So when these two lines are basically flat, your fitness level is going to go up. So that's really good. I've put in a decent amount of work over these last 3 months. But even before then, it was pretty good down here, like in March and April. So right now, it says that I got up to like 87 was my highest fitness level. And that's why it's a little off. Like this, for me, like every time I train for a race, like this, the fitness level should be getting right around 100 before I start tapering. Slightly disappointing that the numbers aren't really accurate, but it is what it is. So what's gonna happen is over the next couple weeks over the next like week and a half still when I'm tapering, my form line is gonna go up and my fatigue line is gonna go down. What you want is you want them to cross, and then you ultimately want your form line to hit about 20. That's when you basically peaked for your race. That's what my season has looked like so far. Other than that little hiccup in May, pretty solid season. All right, so hopefully you thought that was interesting. This video still has 21 minutes to export. I don't really have a whole lot else to say. Like, I feel ready, aside from this like weird thing like in my back and neck. Hopefully that doesn't show up and like cause problems during the race. I'm ready to go out to Colorado, ready to be out in the mountains. Thank you for following along this journey. It's been really fun, like documenting it and putting it up on YouTube and just hearing all of you guys' comments and everything. Like it's really fun. I hope you got something out of it. So thanks for watching. I don't think I have anything else I want to say about this. So stay tuned. A couple more videos coming out. I still have another video that I'm going to put out about the actual pacing of the Leadville 100. Haven't edited that one yet, but that's up next. And I've got another video on that altitude kit, a couple other things lined up, and then of course soon the video about whatever happens at the Run Rabbit Run 100. Hopefully it's a really good video with a lot of happy music and, you know, butterflies and flowers, but who knows? It's 100 miles. Anything can happen in 100 miles. If you haven't listened to my podcast, go ahead and check that out. I'll put a link down below for that. My most recent one that's out, I talked in depth about pacing at the Leadville 100. So check that out. I think it's a pretty good one. I like these storytelling sort of podcast opportunities. So thanks for listening to that. But of course, there's gonna be a lot more coming on this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned and I'll see you soon. Bye.